John Schultz, Florida Highway Patrol trooper since 1991. Currently, I'm assigned to Lee County, and I do about 200 miles a day, and it's roughly on the interstate and in town. It just depends on the call load and what's on our plate for that day. We're participating in the I-75 initiative, targeting aggressive drivers, which would include speed, and more importantly for us in law enforcement, the move over law. Anytime you approach law enforcement, you want to either vacate the lane that's closest to them or reduce your speed by 20 miles underneath the speed limit. And also, a thing that really doesn't get a lot of play is the following distance. The most common crash we work are rear-end collisions. When you have a reduced following distance, your room for error, your margin of error is less. In Florida, traffic fatalities outnumber murders mostly 2-1, and that's been a stat since I've been on. When you're driving, it's a couple thousand-pound vehicle. Recklessness, driving over the speed limit, it might not seem like a big deal at the time, but if a child runs after a ball on a residential street, or you're looking down at your tablet or your smartphone, and it has drastic consequences. There is a time for catching the bad guys, but also there's a time for being compassionate, and unfortunately in this job you see people sometimes at their worst, and giving someone an avenue to help them through those times is just as equally important, I think.